Hi, it's me, PamVanEe, and I am going to show you the last of my organizing in my craft room. It is a very small one, and it's 10 by 10, mainly IKEA furniture. One section I was gifted, the other I bought different times, like for Christmas or something, or you can look on Facebook Marketplace or just use whatever you have. I just mainly have things in categories. And this is the last spot that I showed. One remaining is the closet. And also, I have underneath my desk, this will be for my projects. So I'm working on I will be working on 3 little golden book journals. Okay, actually, I wasn't going to do a big project because we're having friends come in for a week. So I'll do one more video after this, and then I won't be doing any while they're here, of course. So these are journals. They're spring Easter. So yeah, these will be my next project. So I don't have a lot of desk space, so what I have is this bin, and I will just put what I'm working on in there, trying to keep it contained. And now let's go around to here. Actually, where I have my sewing machine here, where I had, my sewing things. And check out my other videos too, because I've been doing a whole series. These are like papers. I don't have a whole lot in there. And this is more leftover, scrappy papers. I could show you what's in that little bin too. I didn't show that. But in my closet was the last thing. Doesn't look very bright. I guess I could show you what's in those bins. And there's some of my dangles. Let's take a look first what we have. So this is a stacked IKEA cabinet. Right there I just have stuff for making journal covers, cardstock, that type of thing. So I don't have all these drawers filled. Right here I thrifted this, and it has different little cubbies. So I have music books, coloring books. This has different coffee dyed or color dyed paper, just little bits and pieces. I don't have a whole lot of things here to put in journals other than digitals, and then just different note papers and things here. This is pretty English floral patterns. Okay, and then I've got some more little papers to put in journals. I have this right here on top, and this I made a whole slew of altered paper clips, ribbon, and then in here I just have things that could be tag toppers. Easy, like sari silk. I don't have a whole lot, but got a little bit. So those are like little tag toppers. Yeah, and here's my beautiful tassels. Oh, this one. It's cute. That would go on a little baby book. I have a couple in my Etsy. So the colorful and fun. I've made a few, haven't I? Okay, now I have punches in here. These are too big. 2-inch square, and this big label, and this huge round circle, 3.5 inch. But so I have all my punches here, and here The only thing is with the IKEA drawers, like I've said before, you can't reach to the very back. You got all that space there. It won't let you pull out the drawers that far. So in here, I basically have like all my circles and shapes, and then little tiny punches that would get lost. I have in there. So your shapes, your diamonds, your hearts, stars, and circles. And then this one has edge punches, which I need to use more. So you've got all your different edge punches. And I'm going to try some out, and if I don't like them, I'm just going to get rid of them. The basic ones I like, but I'll try them out. Some of these have a coordinating Martha Stewart. Look at that. Punch has that for a corner, and this one has that. No, the other way around. This one is that corner. This one is the corner for that if you're doing a square or something. And that goes to that corner. Okay, then one more, I think. So these are all my punches. These are the shapes. The other one was mainly circles. This one had all the circles. And this one had edge punches, and this one has like shapes, like the little envelope and butterfly. That, you know, some tags. Tag punches. And some that are floral and that type. So those are all my punches. Here, I haven't finished it, but these are mainly laces. I have more trims, but they aren't like laces. So I was trying to sort by just lace, and I made this little white template to put them on, and I show that in another video. And then I just have some, I'm going to be using this gingham, so I just have that here. So this I will put on these that I just made out of thick cardstock, doubled and doubled. So that'll be that drawer. So then all my lace is in there. This I just have temporarily. It's the gray bee boxes that I've gotten. And also I have these paper there. You can create with things. Pretty. I might want to use something like that in the spring journals possibly. There's another one. Cottage collection, that's a botanical. So that's just what I have here. Then this I just have for, you gotta have a junk drawer. So these are like leftover projects that I haven't quite put away. And then here are a lot of the die cuts and ephemera that go to the Maggie Holmes, etc. 12 by 12 paper collections that I recently got from myofficesupply.com. Empty. And this one has just little containers. Okay, sorry, that slammed. All right, I guess the last thing I can show you if you want to, I'll show you what I have in here. And I think it's mainly glue books and junky junk journal things. Okay, I don't know what was filmed. It stopped. So this little container that I had on the floor, I have these charms. And I'm glad I look because I can use this little baby chicken dangle for the fuzzy duckling. I'm making these little Easter spring journals. It'll come out after Easter, they will, but you know, you can always use them your journal later for Easter spring. And some of these I have from, like, I have 2 dollhouses in Michigan that I probably bought some of these things for that. And actually, I'm glad I looked in here because these go into a different place where I have my charms. So glad I looked, and now this will be a little less full. These are these little, I don't know what you call these. They're like little, you screw them in and you can make charms out of them. I'll look in here and see if I have some, but things you can thrift, like this would be fun to make charms out of. Actually, this I would put in a different spot with my charms, as I would this. So I think what I did was when I was in Michigan, I threw a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, so these will all be going to my charm area. And these are for making charms, but these are more like resin or animal-y type, you know, things you thrift and stuff. These I thought would be cute. These are game pieces. So you can drill those little holes in here. I have a Dremel, but I don't have it here. So you can put those little eye posts in there. So here's cute little things. This is probably Hobby Lobby, these little horses. Okay, I need some, you know, so if you thrift little bits. Oh yeah, see, I had the post in here. Little bugs and little cows. What's this? A little baby type buttons. So I don't know, I could move some of these into my other charm things, charm doors. I didn't do that pig. Gingerbread. This would be even cute. I could maybe put that on the Home for Bunny dangle. These are little things you can attach dangles to. So yeah, I've just got, well, I think what's mainly in here is the ones that I already have these screws in. These little babies, kind of creepy. So it's a dog. Little, what do you call these? Pet animals. There's a sheep. Really, that's basically roller skates. What's in here? Oh, look at that. Oh. So yeah, I had, some of this was from miniatures. The buttons. The horse and the cow. Huh. Toy Story. Alright, next video, before I'm going to take a break while my friends are here, I'm going to, per request from 2 different subbies, I'm going to show how I change color to some plain charms, you know, the silver look charms. And then also I had a request to show how I do a stamping, little stamping technique. So that was requesting, so I'll do that next. And I really appreciate you stopping by, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.